Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this one is incomplete. The Vikings at 7-2 here on the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And you look at this Saints defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll look to throw again. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And his pass incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, McCarthy gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second and a couple. Back to throw. McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this one too low. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Operating from the gun. McCarthy throws left side. Atwell's got it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. He's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. Oh, some strong running. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to blocking?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Carr. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on 1st down. McCarthy. He'll find Jones again. Complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Operating from the gun. McCarthy looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. McCarthy to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, McCarthy. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. McCarthy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Sly able to put this one through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Kamara up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball. and limit that gain.
Carr now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing his Carr on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Olave motioning to the left. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave from 3 yards out. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, McCarthy. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jones again, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and this is picked up by the Saints.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. It's a gain of 35.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Back to throw. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hawkinson.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. 93. Here's Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. throwing his car. That'll be caught by Hill. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's first down. Carr to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this one.